You're watching Global News Morning.
Hey, welcome back. Well, it's an exciting day here at Global News Morning as we get to announce some breaking news when it comes to programming here in Atlantic Canada. And I've got some help on this as we welcome in Greg McLelland. Greg's the Executive Vice President and Chief Revenue Officer with Corus Entertainment. And also, we all know this guy, HGTV Canada host and star Bryan Baumler joining us on the show. Guys, good morning. Welcome to the Maritimes.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Great.
Yes.
First time I've been on TV.
Exactly.
Is it really? How does it feel?
Very exciting, Brian.
This
very
is great.
Exciting.
We get
very natural.
I get to see Greg in my natural environment.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Exactly. Good to tell that you guys know each other pretty good, no doubt. So, Greg, the floor is yours. Give us the news that everybody wants to hear here in Atlantic Canada and beyond.
Look, if you're an Eastlink customer today, you can get all of Corus channels in your household. So just call Eastlink, and they're all available to you.
We are back, baby.
We're back.
All right, we're talking about HGTV Canada, Showcase, the W Network, Food Network Canada, the History Channel, and I got to say, I get asked questions about the show, and they always say, number one, what time do you wake up? And then number two is like, when are the Corus channels going to come back to Eastlink? So I'm just happy that we
Well, now you can answer that question. It's now.
Exactly.
Great, you can come down to the mall today at 1:30. We're going to be down there. I'll be down there myself signing people up.
Yeah.
So we'll be there. Come down and say hello. Get your package, and you can get all things Bryan. There's a few other shows available.
Yeah, there's a couple, but let's talk about
mostly Bryan.
Let's talk about Bryan. You've got a new show that's going to be starting very soon that Eastlink subscribers will be able to watch now.
Exactly. No, we just announced a new series called Building Baumler. It's the extension, the growing of the hotel, some projects across Canada. Of course, Bryan's all in. Just aired as well. We spent some time down the East Coast and up in Newfoundland, and Labrador, which was a great time as well. So lots on the plate, lots of new content coming, and some very exciting things on the horizon.
Yeah. Now I'm from Newfoundland, so I've got to dive in a little bit on this. It was River Sea Lodge.
River Sea Lodge in Pollard's Point, and we spent some time. You have to go and see it. Rob and Lorraine, young couple that bought a resort up there. Absolutely beautiful spot. And also Deer Harbor, a resettled community on Random Island outside of Clarenville. If you need to disconnect and go for a kayak and maybe pet a puffin and ride a whale, that's the spot to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us a bit about like how you got into all this quickly, because I know that it's been kind of a meteoric rise, and you kind of at the age of 14 started your own kind of handyman business.
Yeah, 14 I went out on my own with a small handyman company, and then through high school and university I did a degree in political science and followed that up with business.
Yeah.
And then I met Greg. Greg, for 20 years ago, when I first started the shows, I actually offered 3 months of free labor to a production company in order to advertise the construction company, and it took an interesting turn. And 20 years, 18 shows and 700 episodes later. And Greg and I 20 years ago used to go for breakfast when you were a sales guy. So we're the last two here. So it's been an interesting ride, and it's been a lot of fun just connecting with Canadians and showing the renovation business and getting, helping people across Canada as well, and following some of our own journey as we grow the businesses and grow the number of children we have and the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's been a journey, but it's been a lot of fun, really exciting, and I don't think I'm done yet.
No, definitely not. I got to ask, how are things in the Bahamas, right, with Island of Bryan Renovation Resort?
They're great. I mean, the hotel is going well. We have, again, with the new series now, we have a significant portion of land, another hotel that we've acquired in the Florida Keys and in the Bahamas. So there's some expansion coming, and I think you'll probably see a little bit of that in the spring on the new series.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I know on your X profile it says DIYer. So what have you learned from him, or where's your specialty, Greg?
Hours of training.
Hours of training. Anytime I get in a problem at home, my wife says call Bryan. So I just call Bryan, get some help.
That's a good one to have.
It's a good number on the phone to have when you get into a problem.
And little known fact, a budding, almost Michelin star chef. Right?
Yes.
Cooking with Greg.
Cooking with Greg on TikTok is my latest passion.
Awesome.
One of the highest followed TikTok accounts of all time in his house.
Yeah. I got about 90 seconds.
Yes.
And you get tons of questions on renovations and handyman.
I do.
I've got a new deck put in last year. Haven't touched it, haven't stained it, haven't sealed it. My buddies and I are back and forth on this. To stain or not to stain, to seal or not to seal.
Ooh. So that's a great, is it pressure treated lumber?
Yeah.
So the issue with that, you want to give it some time to leach out a little bit. You can put a waterproofing or a water seal on it. You can stain a different color, but once you do that, you're setting yourself up for regular maintenance going forward. Or
it ain't composite, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you can softly power wash it without fuzzing up the wood and put a water seal on it if you'd like, or let it gray up naturally. So that's a challenge, but raw wood's the way to go. It's a great renewable resource and easy to fix and play with.
Right on.
I mean, I have to show this, but
you got to lean down a little bit. Do a squat.
I'll come over to the house later and we'll cut some wood.
Let's go cut some wood. And as we go to break too, I know lots of announcements from Corus this week. It's going to be a great fall and winter lineup for shows, eh?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. We have the best schedule we've had in, I would say, 7 years on Global this fall, so please tune in.
All right. Bryan Baumler, Greg McLelland, thanks for helping us with the breaking news, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Check out Bryan at the Halifax Shopping Centre. It's going to be at 1:30 at the Eastlink store as we celebrate the return of Corus to Eastlink. We're back after this.